Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Comic Book Roundtable. We are gathered here today to pay our final respects to the fallen superheroine, the tremendous Kamala Khan. You may know her as the failure of, the wonderful Ms. Marvel. She is gone, but of course Marvel's going to bring her back because that's exactly what they're going to do right before the new Marvels movie comes out. Do not take this as a win, ladies and gentlemen. They are going to ram this down our throats and give her all new superhero abilities that match the ones on screen. Oh my God. I would like to welcome, of course, the man, the myth, the legend. I heard he once owned a comic shop. Clobbering Times. How are you doing, my friend?
Hey, buddy. Stop listening to nasty rumors like that. Good to see you, man. And good hail to my good buddies, 24 and Classic Comics. Good to see you guys and wonderful friends out there in the chat. Hey, everybody. Good to be here, man. And
good.
Yes, it was a sad day.
A sad day, indeed.
Sad? I don't know why, but we're sad, I'm sure. I'm sure we're sad. I just don't know why. And
of course, we have the one and only 24/7 Fusion here to give some wise words of relief for the fallen superheroine Kamala Khan. Good evening, 24/7.
Man. Oh shit. Oh man. Hey, hopefully everybody's out there doing well. I got, after this, I'm gonna do my ding dong the bitch is dead short and put it out there. So yeah, actually man, it's funny. I've been having a few folks trying to get at me, man, how I'm this is their favorite character and all this other bullshit.
Really?
And I'm like, damn, if that's the case, why you
see somebody's favorite character?
Yeah, man. I'm not in the chat, but like in like videos and and Twitter and shit. And my whole thing is, if you like her, why the fuck you guys ain't supporting somebody like Stargirl, which is damn near the same thing, but done a lot better. Like, what the fuck y'all crying about? I don't know, man. She's a shit character, man. I mean,
yeah.
They came out with the Avengers video game. She was the lead character, and the fucking game bombed. I mean, even the Avengers couldn't save their own game, man. You had the fucking Hulk. You had all these fucking. You had Spider-Man in the fucking game, and people didn't give a shit.
Captain America, Thor, all those, but no, you got to play. What's her name?
Man. What a waste of a good game.
Absolute waste.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. Just trying to have fun with it, man. But then, some people, have been respectful, like, hey, this is my favorite character. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I understand. So I haven't been giving everybody shit, but I've been hearing a bunch of funny stuff, man. And and then one guy was like, yeah, they're gonna bring her back. I was like, yeah, but hopefully that'll be in a couple years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, or if not that. You see, this is the thing, man. Like, when Doctor Strange 2 came out, they killed Doctor Strange in the comic books.
They keep doing that. This is the third or fourth time they've killed a character right when the movie's coming out.
Yeah, it's I don't get that shit, man. Like, right when the movie comes out, they're killing the fucking the character, man.
I don't even like her, but let's forget whether I like her or not, or you like her or not. How wise is that? They've done this 4 or 5 times. They kill a character when they have a movie coming out. They've done it to... who did they do it to? They did it to Captain America. They did it to Iron Man. They did it to, or almost Iron Man. They put Riri Williams back before Iron Man 3. They've done this to Doctor Strange, like you mentioned. I think DC did it to Batman once.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, hell, they did it to the X-Men.
Before we go any further, though, let me introduce our guest speaker for this evening.
I'm sorry, but
he has wise words for our fallen superhero tonight. Classic Comics. Welcome, brother.
Classic.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on again, man. But I think you've got it right, actually. I think they're probably going to bring her back right as the movie's about to premiere, and they're going to redo her powers so her powers are more like they are in the show instead of her just having big hands all the time. Whose idea was that?
That's awful.
She's got big hands,
not even
big
like
man
sexy powers.
hands.
Just big hands.
Yeah, the thing I say about her is she's the only chick with hands big enough to fucking jerk off Galactus.
Oh my.
Oh my. Nicely done. Crude but accurate.
Psycho of Nine suggests that we stake her in the hot and burn the remains, scatter in the ashes, and laying down some salt while we're at it.
Wow.
Chris Berger says when they do bring Kamala back, hopefully it will be under a good writer that understands she's a failed character and it's not for quite a few years.
Well, she's a character I think can work, but she was never meant to be a fully fledged character. She's just sort of a she's a tick, a quota tick on a
tick box
sheet. Yeah.
Nah,
that's all she was ever meant to be.
Yeah, she's a self-insert, man.
Yeah, for what's her face?
Amanat, whatever fuck her name is.
Yeah, Sonamont. Yeah, Anamont. Yep. It's and that's a terrible basis for any character. An agenda is not a character.
Yeah, there you go.
I bet Kamala's hands were made for Carol Danvers' pleasure. Oh my.
It wouldn't have to be that big.
Talk about rubbing one out.
You know what's so fucked up, man? When I looked at man, it was like some bullshit, like no name fucking villain that just came in, like someone Spider-Man fought before, now he came back stronger and he needed help, and this bitch bit the bullet. I'm like, come on, man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all couldn't even.
From what I read, they're like, she has been an integral part in this current story. She was barely in 5 episodes of this like 20-something Spider-Man run. She's been nobody. She's been an epping nobody in the story, and suddenly, oh no, and I'm fucking. They've got Mary Jane hugging some pencil dick looking motherfucker, crying in his arms, and I'm just like, no. Nope.
And did she know her that well? I don't read Modern Drivel, so maybe was Spider-Man really that close to her?
Well, I mean, they came out with, they had this one comic book where she was wearing his costume and he was wearing hers. Man, that shit looked stupid. It's like he opened up his fucking jacket and shirt and you can see the fucking thunderbolt on his chest. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm so sick of this shit.
I'm sure they barely knew each other, but it's like, with these sort of Mary Sue characters, it's just everybody just likes them because, I always think of, was it into Force Awakens after Han dies and Leia goes to comfort Rey, this girl she barely met, I was just like, get out of here. What the hell?
Yeah, she was like, fuck Chewie, come here, Rey. Let me give you a hug. Like, get the fuck out of here.
So bad. It's
like the only person that gave a fuck when Han died was Chewie. He fucking started letting off the fucking bowcaster trying to fucking kill Kylo Ren. That's the only time I was cheering, like, get his ass.
This is a crucial chapter in the history of the Marvel mythos.
Oh shit.
That's what it's being called.
They're trying to sell it like the death of Captain Marvel.
Her death will impact all of Marvel's superheroes. They're trying to make it like fucking Superman. This is the death. This is Marvel's death of Superman. They're trying to make it sound like this is going to be that is exactly why I named this stream what I named it, Funeral for a Failure, because they're trying to make it sound like Funeral for a Friend. Like all of the DC characters are going to come out and carry the casket of Superman. All of Marvel's characters will come out and carry the casket of Kamala Khan, and it's going to be the worst. It's going to be the worst, most horrible death in Marvel history. That's what they're playing this up to be.
Yeah, well, Marvel and DC have both been trying to duplicate the success of that ever since that first
Mhm.
storyline to diminishing returns over the years.
Mhm. Yeah. Again, I can't state enough how weird it is to me that it can't be a coincidence, but it's so foolish. Whether I like the character or not is beside the point. When you have a movie coming out about that character, would it not stand to reason to have a comic book on the rack out there, like for people? Maybe now we know your movie's going to suck. Let's forget about that for a second. You think, okay, if kids do go see this movie and they do like the character, they might want to buy comic books about the character. I mean, like new ones, not back issues necessarily. You might put something out there with them, but they've done this a few times. It's not like this is the first time they did it. Well, sort of like what was it when Iron Man 3 was coming out? That started that Riri Williams crap. It was around that time, I think. And what was it? Remember when the Dark Knight Retires came out? They started R.I.P. crap with that. You know, didn't Captain America get killed right before Captain America Winter Soldier or something like that, or Civil War? One of those.
Yeah.
He died right after.
Right up
You mean
around
in the
that point.
comics?
Yeah, in the comics.
Right.
Yeah, he
I'm
died
saying.
right after Civil War in the comics.
Right but listen, no, I'm talking about but what movie was looming at that point? The movie in the theater that was coming up. He died before a movie coming up. Like they've done this before. Like before a movie, you got a movie on the horizon, and they kill the character. That's what I mean. And I think it was the Winter Soldier, but I
think you might be thinking about the Hydra story where he was
not
revealed
that.
to be a
No, I'm
Hydra
not.
agent.
I'm talking about when they killed him in the Civil War, the comics right after the Civil War miniseries. There was a movie coming up. That's one of those points. The last time they killed Steve Rogers in the comic book, not turned him into a Yahtzee. But anyway, they've done this a few times. It's like, why would you just, from a marketing standpoint, why would you do something like that? Not that they sell any comics anymore.
Say it ain't so, Clubby. Say it ain't so. She can't be gone. The most wonderful, strongest, courageous, it's just, oh my God. Beautiful, powerful. Damn, she had it all. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
Hey, you laugh, but some people really love that character. Probably 3 or 4 people, maybe even 5, maybe 6, 7 people. Like be sensitive.
She is the most important character in the current Amazing Spider-Man comics. By Zeb Wells, she is the most. She's the most important. She's more important than anybody.
She's such a great character that the fools who make the Disney show had to change her powers because even though they knew that their powers were stupid. Let's just rip off Quasar's powers. It'll be better than someone's hands grow. Even they're like, how are we going to do the this TV show of a chick whose hands get big?
They knew that was stupid.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, let's at least give her some kind of generic, like a type of energy power or whatnot, but her hands growing? Nobody wants to see it. And the comic people laughed at it. So, yeah, she's great. She's the best character ever. Nobody cares.
Yo, let me ask you, do you think they're going to bring her back as a mutant?
Yes. Because mutants can be resurrected in this iteration of the Marvel universe. Mutants can be resurrected on whatever that fucked up planet is.
Krakoa.
Yeah. So they just bring her back as a mutant. She was a mutant all along.
Good.
Yeah, because they had her out to be like one of the Inhumans, right?
Yeah.
It was Lagatha all along. It was fucking what's her name? That bitch.
Agatha. All along.
It was Agatha. Agatha did it. Agatha did it all along. It's all her. Yeah, she was a mutant all along.
And they're giving her a show.
Not Agatha. Did Agatha get canceled or put on hiatus?
It's probably delayed. I don't know. I'm not sure what's delayed. And
That's not
what
going to get made. That's not
because of supposedly because of the writer's strike. It's on the show, but
Hey, Echo wouldn't have got made if they didn't rush it. So this certainly ain't going to get made when Echo bombs like it will. Yeah, forget about it.
she merely lapsed into a near-death coma when she realizes she's the bestest ever.
Or
She will come back to life.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Probably.
Hey, Jason, what's up? What's up, Box? What's going on, brother? Want to give Agatha a show? They gave Echo a show. The girl that turned Kingpin into a bitch. That's right.
Well, they're dropping. You see that they're going to be dropping that all at once, not not weekly.
Oh yeah,
for the first time.
They're gonna dump
get it over with. It's called Get It Over With.
They're gonna dump it. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing that these shows are coming out and they're gonna dump them and they're gonna forget about them. All this money spent, all this money paid out, the rush to get all this shit done. No one cares about any of this. And when they're sitting there and they're going, why aren't people watching our content? Because it sucks. No one gives a shit.
Loki 2's coming out for some reason.
Oh God, help me now. Tell me they postponed that and just
no, it's coming out soon. I mean, on schedule. I don't know when, but isn't it like in this fall or whatever? I think it's done.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't.
Summer,
I really
They
hope
might
they
delay it though, because they might wind up having to like edit out a lot of what's his face, Jonathan Majors, because he's like
that's a problem. That's a problem.
the bad guy in it or something.
It's all done though. I know that much.
Did you see that Wizard of Oz scene where they're sitting in the black and white, and he comes out like fucking the Wizard of Oz?
Oh yeah, at the end of Quantumania.
Because he did live in the past. He went back to Marvel, lived like the 1900s and stuff, and became a guy named Timely. That's probably what that is a reference to.
Yeah, that's it. He calls himself Victor Timely in the
Victor Timely, and I bet that's. I'm not saying that is a reference to that, but you never know.
What a great birthday present!
Oh boy, that's gonna be terrible.
At least it's a couple weeks before my
Chris
birthday.
Berger says it's October 6th.
Yeah,
October 6th. Okay.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Such a great birthday present. It'll be a couple weeks before my birthday, but at least it's the same.
You gonna watch it,
dude? I tell you what. After I haven't watched. Okay, so I didn't watch whatever the Echo shit. Hawkeye. I didn't watch that mess. I didn't watch. I watched the first like 10 minutes of Falcon and Winter Soldier and was like,
that was horrible.
I could not stand that show. I haven't watched.
Garbage.
Oh, what's that? I watched Guardians and I hated Guardians, so I'm just like, you mean the Kate Bishop show? Yeah,
the Kate Bishop
show. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you know the crazy thing, they just put out an article about Guardians, talking about how for some reason the comic book just cannot take off, no matter how successful. Even with the movies and people liking them, for some reason nobody won't fucking buy the fucking comic book. They won't touch
Marvel Comics. Nobody buys Marvel Comics anyway.
Well, I even touched on the movie when we were talking about the movie. Was it last week?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the movie. Why didn't I like the movie? We all knew what happened to Rocket. Did we have to see what happened to Rocket?
Yeah, because no one knew the details. So yeah,
God,
I had no problem with it.
Yeah, I actually kind of liked it myself. I thought it was too long. It probably needed to be cut down by about 20 minutes. But
the whole chunk on Counter Earth with there was terrible. But other than that, I liked it.
I didn't want to see what the hell they did to Rocket. I didn't want to see that. We all knew he got experimented on, and he obviously got tortured. We didn't need to see it. I didn't want to see it
that much. They didn't emphasize it that much, but yeah.
Do you know that PETA is trying to give an award to that for Guardians 3?
Oh my God! Are you
because of animal?
What the
they
fucking
spotlighting
weird
animal
ass
cruelty.
fucked up world we live in?
Well,
Hey, let's
Peter's
show a
living
whole
like-
bunch of animal cruelty and torture and shit on screen, and then and all that shit, and we'll give them an award for it. Sure.
Yeah, they saying it was trying to bring that shit to to light or whatever. Animal cruelty.
Well, yeah. I
Just
don't
go
think- I
talk
don't
to
think they
what
showed
was that?
much.
What was that one football player's name that did the pit bull thing? Just go talk to
Yeah.
him.
Oh,
That's Michael
Victor,
Vick. No, that's
Michael
different.
Vick. Yeah.
Oh
Michael
yeah,
Okay,
Michael
so
Vick,
yeah.
yeah.
let's
Michael
make a
Vick.
We'll do a Michael Vick movie. I'm sure we can get some. We can get some people that want to play Michael Vick. We'll just do a Michael Vick movie, and it'll be nothing about pit bulls tearing the shit out of each other. We'll get a PETA award for it.
That's not even close to analogous, but I hear you. One's a fictional movie about animals being like a la Dr. Moreau style being experimented on and mutated. And there's a couple of rough scenes, but it's no like torture or anything. But it's but I believe a big chunk of the movie doesn't belong in there. Like the whole long ass crap on Counter Earth, I didn't like. It's the only part I didn't like. I think when they were wanking around in that neighborhood.
well, I
Go
thought
Falcons. Oh, don't even say that as a joke. You're a Saints fan. We hate the Falcons, dude. We only have one word about the Falcons, and that's F the Falcons. When I was a football fan, I mean. Now I don't care.
I don't rock it is real. That is all. I don't rock it is real.
I think it meant.
yeah, I mean, I'm a little.
What do you mean he's not
I
real?
understand people don't like seeing like animals suffering. I don't like it either, but these are
I don't know.
CGI animals. They're not real. It's a bunch of
It was
pixels. That's all.
implied, but yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it was brutal. Yeah, I mean, it was a sad story,
And yeah, like
But,
you say, it's more implied than it's really even shown.
right? And it's sad for sure. But I can understand where Loki's coming from. Is he didn't really think they should have did too much with the origin of Rocket. I get that, even though I don't mind seeing the origin. But I hear you. I don't know where you're coming from.
Guardians was never a popular comic. Genuine Guardians was more popular, and then they made Peter Quill a Pando.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they made it
Pando?
Oh, yeah.
or whatever.
Oh, he
comics.
bangs toasters?
Well, I mean, they had
Base
what-
fans.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, they had it to where like him and Drax and
Oh God.
Gamora were
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
shit.
doing what Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean Grey were doing.
Well, Quill's a fucking pansy in this movie anyway. And you know what? I brought this up. And I had a couple of people argue with me about this shit. So he was that way in Infinity War. Look at the way he is in the first movie. He's like, I'm banging this chick. I'm banging that chick. He was a baller in the first Guardians movie. He didn't even know that one bitch's name that he was banging in the first Guardians movie. And now he's like, Gamora, only have eyes for you. I'll never look at anyone else ever again. I love you, Gamora. And she's like, I don't want anything to do with you, you nasty fuck. Oh, but Gamora, we were in love. And I'm like, oh my God, shut up. Peter, what happened to you?
In his defense, love has turned a lot of guys into putty before. Man, everyone's vulnerable. But I'll tell you this: a buddy of mine who loves the character of Star-Lord, he hated the first two movies and this. He hates Marvel's movie addict of the Guardians because even though he liked that last interpretation of the comic, like Abnett and Landing, that this is kind of based on, he's quite rightly hates it because quote. He says Star-Lord is not supposed to be a horny man child like he is in the movies, played by Chris Pratt. Because he is in the comics, he was like a no nonsense space cop, and in the movies, he is definitely a horny man child in all of them. And by the way, that's not me, that's him. I like Chris Pratt. I'm fine with that iteration of it, but like a buddy of mine, I can't say he's wrong. In the comic, he was more of just a badass cop.
And now he's just on his
just
knees, McQueen.
Yeah, and now of course he let Gamora. That was the worst thing was Infinity War, though. That's worse than anything they did in the third movie when he ruins. They should not have written that, man.
He gets half the universe killed.
Yes, by being an idiot.
Yeah, no, they should have never done that.
That was awful. You could found some other way for them to screw up than ruining the character of the Star-Lord from that.
Yes.
Oh, that
Badass
was
says
terrible.
maybe Peter grew up. Maybe doesn't want to take space penicillin for space clap. Okay, I understand that. I understand that. I'm completely okay with that. However, Pat, there is a huge difference between swinging it around like he was in that first movie and the simp ass pitiful bitch he is in Guardians 3. He is a pitiful bitch. He can't even stay on mission without being like, we're in love. And they're like, you're on an open channel, you dumb fuck. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
what a
Well,
pitiful little bitch.
James Gunn likes the cheap ass humor for sure.
So I have no
No.
problem with him growing up. I have no problem with him growing up and taking responsibility and being like, you
Right.
know what? I'm going to stop being a player. I'm going to dedicate my life to one person. That is different than being a pitiful little space bitch.
And plus, I'm with you there. Plus, he should have in that movie. He should have been more of a. You know what? He should have been more in her face about it. Said, "Look, I know you're not the same one, but first of all, you didn't need to kick me in the nuts like you did in Endgame. And second, like if you're gonna be that about it, hey, you had it made here. You could have it again. You should have stood up to her. I don't mind. Look, I don't mind a certain depiction of a character like being lovesick and being brokenhearted and all that stuff because he was brokenhearted. I don't mind that, but I think I'll agree with you that they went a little bit far with it. Brokenhearted, sure, but yeah, I can't say
A
that you're wrong. But
sniveling little bitch is too far.
I don't know. It was. I don't know how much sniveling, but there was a little bit there. But he was, yeah.
Dude, when they're
I
on that space station and he's like he hits the button and he's like it's the blue button and he's in tears. I mean, you're in love and da, da, da. I was like, no, this is fucking pitiful.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Well, hey, he should have got on with it and started doing other chicks again.
Oh,
if I was Peter
hey,
Quill, I would.
I don't even care if he doesn't, and he holds out hope and he's like, you know what, I'm here when you're ready to talk. I'm here. I could have handled all of that. If it wasn't for the sniveling little crying bitch shit. That's like 15-year-old shit. That's like teenager shit. When the guys like draw the curtains and curls up in bed and cries like a little bitch because his high school girlfriend broke up with him and it's the end of the world.
Well, no, I'm with you. But I mean, a guy who will do what he did in Infinity War is going to be, there's nothing could surprise me anymore after that. But I do agree with you. They should have, in fact, they should have tried to make up for what they did in Infinity War with the character. But I think he was broken because every time I watched him after that, I'm like, this is the dude that punched Thanos instead of went on, helped to defeat him, which would have taken 2 seconds. So
yeah,
that makes the Russo brothers and Gunn, because the part who wrote that as well, idiots.
Yes.
Pat S is right. He should have gone after Nebula.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me? Except Nebula's now like, why are you looking at me? I'm talking to you in this deep, manly voice. Do you like my dad bod? Yeah.
Dad bod.
I saw that. That was
whack. And you remember before the movie came out, everybody was like, she doesn't look like that in the movie. She looks like that in the movie.
When she's wearing that shirt, yeah. Which kind of threw me off because, at least later they got rid of it. But.
Well, whatever she was wearing underneath that, I think it was one of those like clasp things that just like makes you look like you have a flat chest. I swear to God, they had her in something.
Yeah,
they had her hooked up.
Yeah, they were dressing her down to make her less attractive. I'm pretty sure.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
To deny the male gaze and all that.
But they didn't do it to Gamora.
They call it a chest binder or some shit like that.
But they didn't do it to Gamora though. Which is, she pretty much, dressed like she did in the other ones. Who knows
two things. Chris Persia brings up the fact that Logan in our Earth 12025 was in a relationship with Hercules. Yeah, I saw the picture for that. And I was like, Nope.
What?
No.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
they made
Hell with them.
Iceman and Pyro hook up in X-Men Gold comic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did.
They can have
And
it.
I remember when Jean Grey was having that, she was having the talk with Iceman about his sexuality, and I was like, oh my God, no.
Garbazio.
But Loki, why are you so against? Because these are established characters that for
Yep.
years have been in heterosexual relationships that have been long time established, and it is a proven fact that they do this just because they cannot create characters that are popular, that are like this. So they've got to. They have no choice. They have to change. They have to change the way long established characters act, think, talk, walk, and fuck, just because they can't create new characters that stick.
So they'll just go ahead and ruin ruin a character because every time they do that, nobody likes it. It's proven also, like you said, it's also proven that when they do that to a character, nobody likes them, except for the 5 SJWs that don't read, that whine about it and don't read comics.
That's right. Tiger Son says, yeah, deny the male gaze. Me, sex has always sold products. Hell, it always has. Look at beer. Everybody's talking about beer lately. Hot chicks and beer. Okay? When you saw a commercial, when you saw a poster, when you saw an ad for
Miller Lite.
Budweiser, they either had chicks or fucking horses in them. Now you've got chicks with horses. It's between their legs. They're not riding them, they've just got them. They dangle.
Yep. Yeah. That's the way it is. And then they could not sell any more beer.
Yeah, fucking Miller Lite went woke too. Shit.
Did they?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe this is a plot to
yeah.
get people to stop drinking beer.
It's working.
Yeah.
A lot of it has to do with the banks. A lot of it has to do with banks and funding and
ESG.
companies, corporations being told you must do this or we're not going to support you as a company anymore.
Yeah, a bunch
They've
of
been
these
doing
companies.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say a bunch of these companies, they must be going to like BlackRock or something to try to get a line of credit or something, because they're all. It seems like a bunch of these companies are doing this all around the same time.
Well, if you remember, a lot of independent creators that wouldn't go along with the status quo were defunded by PayPal, by all these different companies. And now, instead of going after the people that won't play ball, they're telling them you have to actively participate in this, or we're just not gonna. We won't have you as customers. We won't support you. You can't bank with us. You can't get a loan through us or anybody else because of what have we been saying? Social credit score,
Right.
SCS. It's happening. This isn't all they've said for years. First of all, they said for years that this SJW movement in comics wasn't happening. They said, you
Right.
guys are crazy. You're conspiracy theorists. We're never going to change comics like that. We're never going to do that. And look what they've done. And then we're all conspiracy theorists because
Yeah.
we say that they're going after the indie creators and they're trying to take them down because they're not following the status quo rules everybody else is having to. We're all conspiracy theorists, and these people are just ists, obes, and Yahtzees. You know, like Eric July. You know, he's a big ist.
He's a white supremacist, you know.
Yeah, he's a white supremacist. So you got to watch out for those guys. Those dark white supremacists, man, they're fucking scary. Defund them.
He and 24 are both well-known white supremacists.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying that that Hispanic guy that shot up that outlet mall in Allen, Texas, or wherever it was, that he was a white supremacist.
I'm sure he
somehow.
was, yeah. Absolutely. Look, did he shoot up a mall or not? If he shot up a mall, he's a white supremacist. That's how it works. You know that, right? Guilty. Whoa.
and
Whoa.
and the show goes
Oh, I
silent.
was like,
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
brought it to a halt.
Sorry,
I
I
didn't-
was looking. I was looking
waiting-
for something.
yeah.
I can't find it.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So
Yeah.
this crazy wannabe little bitch. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, I found it. Our brother, 24/7 Fusion Media, put up
What's up,
a
man?
cool looking comic the other day, and it said the first time Superman fought Black Adam. And on the cover it says Superman versus Shazam, Man of Steel against the world's mightiest mortal. Right,
Love it,
72
love it.
page super action novel when Earths collide. And this punk ass little bitch on Twitter says something that's Shazam. Now you can take something and figure out what he said.
Oh,
But he says something to 24, calls 24
oh yeah,
a
that word.
derogative term, and then says that's Shazam. And I said, I guess you don't read comics. Black Adam disguises himself as Shazam to instigate a fight between Cap and Superman in C-58. So yes, this is the first throwdown between Black Adam and Supes. And he responds, that's clearly Shazam. It says it. And I said, and again, you clearly haven't read it. Because, yeah.
I saw that. That's a little Twitter dust up you had going on over there.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a friend who had that comic, and I read it back when it came out, but it's been so long I barely remember.
It's one of my favorites. It's one of the few of the those Treasury / tabloid editions. I have a big collection of those. I don't have every one of them. Got a friend who has them all because there's so many. I have almost every one of the DC and the Marvel ones though, and that was one of the few that DC. Almost none of the Marvel ones were new material. They were almost all reprints, but DC did a few that were not reprints, and that was one of them. And of course, like Jerry Conway and Rich Buckler, and with great art. And
was it Rich Buckler doing the
Buckler?
art?
Yeah, okay. Buckler just sort of doing like an Adams look to him. Buckler was good at aping both Kirby and Adams. And that Superman. It's called Superman versus Shazam because, as you know, the Shazam title at the time was called Shazam. But I just love that comic. Of course, Supergirl and Mary Marvel are in it, and that's a cool acquisition there. 24, love it, man.
Oh yeah, man. Shit.
Isn't there a part where Superman thinks he killed Shazam or Captain Marvel or something? Or injured him really bad. It seems like I remember something about that, where he thinks Captain Marvel's dead, and he's like, "Oh no, what have I done?"
I don't know. Could be. I've not read it in quite a while, but I have it and love it.
Yeah, I haven't read it since then, so I don't know.
I will now go back and read it now that this has happened.
And good evening, Leia Rose, Hephaestus, and people coming in here.
Hey.
Good evening.
Leia.
Hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah. Thank y'all for being here.
Oh yeah.
So this guy apparently never read an actual Captain Marvel comic.
Nah, he just judged it by the cover, man.
This is him on there. Guy, did he ever answer back? Did he read it?
Nah, he kept repeating, that it was the, look at the cover, look at the picture, that, type bullshit. Like, damn.
He didn't know if Black Adam was in there or not.
I guess some
basically.
motherfucker never heard "Don't judge a book by its cover."
Right.
He's probably never read a book.
Ooh, I got a hold of Spawn Gunslinger #1. It's a nice cover.
Yeah, you read it, man?
No, I haven't opened it yet.
Oh man,
I haven't opened it yet, but I got it. It's the black one. Let me see if I can pull it.
Yeah,
I don't have a picture of it.
I was with you.
On Gunslinger #1. 24 was with me when I found it. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna.
I mean, fuck, they had so many of them. Shit.
Yeah, I know. They had a bunch.
That's not a newer comic, man.
Hell, they got one of them going for $500 on eBay.
Ooh,
that's insane.
Oh boy.
It was crazy when we was in a comic book store. They were selling a Golden Key Star Trek comic that had a corner of it tore off and another part of the cover torn. So basically there was two things wrong with the cover. A corner of it was torn off and then at another part of the cover was ripped. They were selling that for $140.
Must have been one of the early ones. Was it a photo cover or an art cover?
It was an art cover.
And
$1,500. God damn.
The first couple were like photo covers, but I don't know. Must have been either one of the earlier ones or they're crazy.
This is nuts. $1,500
anyway. Anytime someone's got a chunk out of it, I don't care how old it is, unless it's like something really ridiculously important. Shouldn't be that much.
Right. Well, and me, I know I have 7 doubles that are hell of a nothing ripped, everything. You know how I buy comics, man. I don't fuck around with all that. So I have doubles. And I'm like, dude, if you're charging $140 for something that a corner of it's ripped off, and another and a little further down on the cover is completely like torn into, I was like, dude, what I have here should at least be $250 an issue.
Yeah.
Ooh, can they bring Kamala Khan back as a Spawn?
Yeah, they can. I don't know. Hey, why not?
Just bring her back as Spawn. Fem Spawn. Maybe she can grow a dick and make that super big.
Yeah. Yes.
So basically, if you take the one that you get, the one that you bought, and you get it graded, what do you think it'll be looking like at that point?
Oh, I have no idea. This is.
Did you see one of them graded, like the cover?
Oh
that you
yeah,
have?
they want like fucking like that one. They want $700 for.
Ooh.
$1,000 for that. You can kiss my ass. I'm not paying that. $500 for that. $1,299 for that. Fuck that. I'm not paying that. So I don't care how good it is. I like this cover. This is the best. To me, this was the best cover I saw there. There are a couple of other ones, but I'm not.
Actually, that one looks. I mean, they have a shitload of covers, but the one you picked out of all of them might be the one that's probably the best looking one. Yeah, man.
I mean, that looks badass with the demon horse, and he's riding out to shoot some shit up. I don't know. I haven't read it. I don't know anything about Gunslinger Spawn. I just saw it and was like, you know what? I like Spawn. I've been collecting Spawn lately. I'll get that one. I don't even know what I have in there. I know I got like 20 or 30 Spawn comics, but I don't even know which ones I'm missing yet. I haven't gone through any of that to look at that yet.
Right.
Kamala Venom. Ooh, she could have a large tongue instead of a dick. Okay. All right. That's not a bad idea, Chris. Western comics. Yeah. Okay. So Penny, I love oddball stuff. I love oddball comics. I'm the oddball guy at all these guys. I'm the really oddball guy. So I like versus stuff. I've got the entire, almost the entire Dark Tower series in hardback. I'm constantly looking for
I got one
Metal
of those
Gear.
in hardback.
I'm the oddball guy that likes stuff that like you just like what? You've got what? Yeah, the weird shit that nobody knows about. I do have some mainstream stuff, especially Superman, because I like my Superman.
Yeah, I got some Western comics. I got like Rawhide Kid.
Oh, yeah.
I got them in fucking mint condition, man. I got some Jonah Hexes.
Love Jonah Hex.
And I also have another DC Western title from fucking way back, man. And that's back, comics was like 15 cents then, and I also have and I was also trying to get the first appearance of Jonah Hex, and I got like the issue before and the issue after, but fuck, I can't get that fucking issue,
All-Star
man.
Western number 9 or 10 or something like that.
Yeah, and actually that's what it's All-Star Western. I have a few of those too in mint condition, man.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
I love
at least I got like the first appearance of like Hawk and Dove and shit like that.
No, cool.
I've got 2 sets of the Space Above Beyond comics. One of them, one set is signed. That's 1 through 3 and 1 through 2, and then I've got another set that's not signed.
Was it DC or was it Who did was it?
No,
Malibu?
that was an odd label. It was a
Wow.
weird label. I'll have to look at them. It was Tops. It was
Was it
Tops.
Tops, yeah,
Tops. Okay, Top. I remember Tops. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I have some
Tops did some
I have
good
some
stuff.
Tops
Though.
comics.
I like
I have
their Kirby line.
yeah, they had the X-Files on Tops.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's to me that was the only thing worth getting, man. And I could be wrong, but I think they did Married with Children, but I could be wrong
Well,
about that.
they did the Jack
And
Kirby line there, which I was glad of, but that they helped Jack out a lot.
Right.
So that was pretty cool.
June Wong says my therapist is right. I am messed up. I thought Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is a good kids film, like Secret of Nim or Watership Down. Dude, if that's the way you saw it, like I'm not gonna bash Clobby and tell Clobby he's wrong for liking
You should
it.
bash me. I'd bash me.
I'm glad he likes it. I was absolutely blown away. I was like, oh my god, hell has frozen over. Clobby liked a Guardians, a Marvel
I like
movie,
the other
a
one.
present day Marvel movie.
Yeah. But I like the other Guardians.
Well, it was the Marvel,
and I like the Christmas special.
I thought the Christmas special was better than this movie.
Well, yeah, it was shorter.
So,
yeah,
but no, ain't nothing
curious.
wrong with you, bro. Thank
I
you
was
for
curious.
another super chat.
Hey, what's Watership Down? What's that? I never.
Oh, that's
never heard of
an
that.
animated film. Based on a book. It's a classic animated film about animals, but it's kind of a serious drama.
Right.
And it's you haven't seen Watership Down? I haven't seen it in a long time.
Wow, I never even heard of that shit. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to look that up, man. You know, I own Secret of Nim 1 and 2. You know, Secret of Nim. I have like the collector's, digitally remastered number 1 and 2 of Secret of Nim. Number 1 was good. Number 2 was but Watership Down, I was like, what is that? But I'm gonna have to look that up, man.
It's a wholesome film, but I'm saying it's like it's for adults and
right.
Okay. But yes,
all
based on the book.
That's the one with rabbits, right?
Rabbits. It is rabbits.
And aren't they looking for a new home or something?
Yes, I haven't seen it like since I don't know, maybe the 80s.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Yeah. I hadn't thought about that in years. Yeah.
Dark Tower.
Oh yeah, I love these.
Yeah, I remember that being pretty intense, actually.
I didn't want to click on. I didn't want it to do that. I just wanted to. There we go. Oh yeah, these are really good. I love these. Battle of Jericho. This is stuff. There's stuff that happens in these that you never got to read about in the books, like the Fall of Gilead, the Battle of Jericho. There's stuff that goes on in these comics that you only kind of like heard about. Like you hear Roland tell them, well, this happened at the Battle of Jericho, but you never really get a good story about it. So there's all kinds of stuff in these books, in the comics, with stuff you never got to really delve into. And the way it starts where you're at in like it's either book 3 or 4. I think it's book 4. So in book 4 is when they go to Magus, and that's how the comic book starts. So it's really, really good. It's really, really good because they kind of go back in time in book 4 and tell you about stuff that happened before the first book ever happened. So there's all kinds of really cool shit that they go into that. And I really like the art. I really like the art style.
Is that Jay Lee?
Could be. Looks like it. At least that bit does. Could be wrong.
Yeah, some of those covers looked like Jay Lee, maybe.
He did a lot of covers. Yeah.
Some really nice covers. The hardbacks are beautiful. I love the hardbacks. This took me like a year to find out in the wild. And it was expensive. Just for this one. So some of these are really hard to find. Some of them are easier to find. I got the majority of them. And I'll think about getting this at some point. It's really freaking expensive. But I got the majority of them at my local comic shop in hardback. And I got a deal. I got a really good deal. So she gave me like 25% off every hardback I bought. She said it's hardback week. So any hardback you buy, 25% off. I was like, shit, sign me up. Dean Krantz said I enjoyed and liked the one-shot Firefly comic that Whedon put out. There's actually more than just one.
He said a lot of comics. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing of Firefly comics out there.
Oh God, yeah. Well,
Shit, Sequest came out with some comic books.
Yes,
Mhm.
There were some Farscape comics for a while too.
Yeah.
there were.
yeah.
There were. I don't have any of those. I wish I did.
Even Babylon 5 had him.
Yeah.
comics.
DC did
Yeah, DC
Babylon
did that
5.
one.
I've got like the first couple of story arcs from
Oh,
them.
like 11 issues or something.
Thanks
Okay.
to Hephaestus here in chat, I've got a Winona pulse pistol, but I don't have any of the Firefly comics. Yeah, Hephaestus sent
nice.
me a pulse pistol.
Oh,
for a
really?
giveaway.
Wow. Nice. I love Firefly. Yeah, there've been a lot of comics. They took forever to come out. Comics way, way, way after the show was never going to come back. Then they started finally putting out comics. Now there are tons of them, of course.
Dean Krantz said
They
he had
still
the
do 'em.
Logan's Run graphic novel. Dude, that'd be something.
That's man. Yeah, I want the fucking comics, man.
Yeah, the Marvel comic though,
Yeah.
man. Some of those are expensive. George Perez,
And
his
and the
earliest
Space
work.
Odyssey comics too.
Oh yeah, the Kirby ones are great. But 24.
Yeah,
Yeah, those Logan's Run are up there, and one of them has a weird first appearance of a character, like an early appearance of a character.
Right.
But yeah, and it's George Perez.
Oh man, Perez. Boy, I'm glad I got some of his stuff, man.
Yeah, old George. It's been a year ago. It's hardly been a year since he passed. Ian Neil Adams. About a year ago.
No,
now.
it's
Yeah.
Two greats.
yeah. I have a Green Lantern. I got Green Lantern comic autographed by Neil Adams.
Nice.
Then I think he did the cover or whatever for that book.
Yeah.
And
cool.
Then I got like a Marv Wolfman autographed Christ on Infinite Earths #1.
Oh yeah, you showed me that. Very nice. Yeah.
And then then I have like this the first two Titans, the 80s Titan series that bought them, when you show Cyborg and Raven and Starfire for their first run together. Like I have that autographed by George Perez. And then after Nightwing, Dick Grayson became Nightwing, they came out with a number 1 all over again, and I got that autographed by Perez too.
Nice. Yep. The second, volume 1 of the Baxter series. Yeah.
Right.
Nice. I mean, volume 2 in a sense. But yeah, that's cool. Great stuff. I think you showed me that once, man.
Yeah,
Very nice.
so yeah. I was like fucking about 2 years ago, man.
Cool. Great stuff, bud.
Said the full run of Commandy. I mean, I tried to get Commandy. You can actually piece it together, but
Not easy, huh?
It's not easy, yeah. Because the thing is, you're not gonna find many that are in that good of a condition, and if you do, it's like I said, I looked for them back when I was fucking doing all those unboxings, a couple years ago. Yeah, I was looking for Commandy, and that and what's that? The book, that Kirby did. Them dudes that used to drive on the fucking. They were like on some kind of sand buggy or some shit.
You mean like the Forever People?
Forever People.
Yeah, the Forever People. Yeah, I was trying to pick up that run too.
Nice. That's a little bit. Yeah, I mean, there were a lot more issues of Commandy though. Kirby didn't do the last year of it or so, but still.
No, he didn't. Yeah, you could tell that was a whole nother artist. Yeah, that was when it. Yeah, it didn't look.
Artist, yeah. But still, yeah, he did all the Forever People though, and he did most of Commandy, and that's
Right.
I mean, I don't think it's that expensive, so but probably tough to get good copies, huh?
Yeah, like I remember when me and Loki went to the comic book store last. We went all the way to the back where the guy has all the the expensive comics, like that $140 beat up ass Star Trek comic, and they had that. Yeah, they had the first appearance of Deathstroke on Teen Titans issue #2.
Yeah,
and they had that going. It was like a 9.4 graded, going for like $280.
It's
then
not bad.
that's not bad. Yeah, like I've seen it fucking graded. Shit, just regular price, just a regular comic without it being graded, motherfucker charge you that much money. So I was like, shit. And then they had the first appearance of Darkseid. And when I seen it, I was like, yo, Loki, that's the first appearance of Darkseid. He was like, what? He looked, it was a Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, it was like issue number, I can't remember, like 78
I'm
or
bad
something.
with numbers, buddy, but it was Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, it was, and it was Superman laid out on the cover, like people were carrying his ass. And I was like, yo, that's the first appearance of Darkseid. And the dude looked at me like, how, you knew that? I was like, yeah, man. I tried to get that comic.
I was like, he knows everything.
And Morgan Edge. Morgan Edge is nothing matters. Yeah. Cool stuff, dude. Greatness.
Yeah, man. So, I honestly, Loke, I plan to take, I got like 7 doubles of that original run of Star Trek. That's in, fuck, man.
Take that shit up there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna see what they say, man.
That's what I would do.
What they say, man.
I've got a couple of those Star Trek ones that are real old.
The gold key ones?
Yeah. The gold key ones.
Nice.
That beat up one was $140. I couldn't.
And mine are in nice condition too. I've got a couple of them in really good condition. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the run was like what 65, 70 issues, something like that, Clobby.
50, 60 something, yeah, 60 something at least.
Yeah, that's what
reprinting. A lot of them started reprinting some stuff over and over later. It was Gold Key and Western Publishing started changing a lot of stuff. But yeah, something like that. I mean, ballpark. It's
I think it was about 60, 65 issues, and I have at least
not 100%
35.
Sure how many, but
yeah, I think I have at least 35, maybe 40 of those issues.
Nice.
Yeah. So. And then again, I have like 7 doubles, so that's what I plan to take that to the comic book store and see.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys got coming up? What do you guys got coming up tonight? In the next couple of days, we'll go around the panel real quick. Start with Clobby. What do you got coming up?
I'll be on in about an hour, just doing my wild card Wednesday night, of course, and then tomorrow night same time. I might be over with Tom and the gang at 6 tomorrow night, but also. Tomorrow night at this at 9, I'll be able to have the round table with Raquel and Mark as always, and then the Saturday night Star Trek. But this next coming Monday night, on Monday Night Mark C Comics Talk at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will have the great Gary Beekler of Nerdrotic on to interview him and hang out with him, talk about the rumors that we've owned comic shops, and I'm looking forward to that. Gary is an awesome dude and very honored to have him, and he's a very nice guy to come on and hang out with somebody like me. And so yeah, that's basically what's going on. Monday night, next week, Gary Beekler.
Monday,
awesome.
Guys. Set your reminders. Monday night, 9 p.m. The Comic Book Owners Unite.
Yes, we're gonna break out those rumors. Yeah, we're gonna break those rumors, man. We're gonna just confirm them that we own comic shop. Let people be mean to us.
24, what do you got coming up, brother?
Man, shit. I plan on dropping, another video here in another day or so. Let that Kamala Khan shit kind of run for a little bit. I'll be doing lives though. So tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, I'll probably be doing a live tomorrow along with Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'll be doing lives for the rest of the week. And I'll probably drop a video maybe Friday. Let that other one kind of stir around a little bit. I know this man that, dude, if I keep putting out videos back to back to back, it's like for some reason they don't spread around as much, and I get like 20, 30 views here and there. But if I let a video sit, a motherfucker get over 100, some of them been getting like 200-300 views. So I'm thinking like, shit. I don't know, man. It's weird how this shit works, man. But I'm trying to figure it out, man. See why, if I do 2 or 3 videos a day, I only get like 30-40 views. But if I drop one video, it gets a chance to drop, get anywhere from 100 to 300-400 views. It varies on what the topic is. So I'm trying to figure some shit out with this fucking YouTube, man. It's just fucking insane, man.
That it is. Yeah. Sure is.
Classic Comics, my friend. Thank you so much for being here tonight. If you've got anything you
Yeah.
want to share before we get out of here, by all means,
Well,
brother.
thank you for having me first, but actually, I just looked at my channel and I just hit 400 subs while we were doing this stream.
Cool.
Oh,
Congrats,
So-
bro.
Congratulations,
excellent,
man.
Yeah.
Hell
Thank you.
yes.
So I was planning to do a stream Sunday night anyway, so I'll probably make that like a 400 sub celebration thing.
Cool.
I've got a video on issue number 4 of Avengers War Across Time that I'll probably have out early tomorrow.
Cool.
Okay.
And I think Friday I'm going to be going on J-Man's
Huh.
channel, and we're going to talk about the new
Great.
Transformers movie. I
Good
think.
buddy J-Man. J-Man rocks.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Is anybody excited to see the new Transformers movie?
Man.
Honestly, no.
You know, honestly, I want to see what the fuck Unicron looks like in live action.
Unicron.
I'm
I
just
need to
curious.
rewatch that animated movie.
Yeah, I mean, I just wonder if they're gonna make him look like some Michael Bay shit, or he's gonna look like some some real shit, like off of a Transformers cartoon. I'm just curious, man.
Hmm. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Guys, thank you so very much for hanging out with us here on the Comic Book Roundtable. Thank you so very much for spending your time with us tonight. We will be back tomorrow with Thirsty Thursday as we talk about video games and how Dove Soap has come out with the one of the worst fucking commercials I've ever seen, and how it's about damn time corporations and government get the fuck out of our gaming. Until
I
then,
saw that
guys,
shit.
take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak, friend, enter, and we'll see you guys on the next Comic Book Roundtable. Take care, everybody.
Everybody.
Watch out for that Dove soap.
Yeah, don't drop the soap.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.